A viewer named Gregory J sent me an email asking me, Pat, if you were a movie actor, what would your post-apocalyptic loadout be? Well, dadgummit, it'll look a little something like this. And of course that email came in just in time. If you'll look closely here, Ranger Point Precision and bold graphics have turned me into the Space Cowboy. That is my Marlin Dark 336, and that is me turned into an intergalactic freaking comic book character. I dig it. So yeah, man, I will accept your challenge and I will show you what my freaking loadout will be. So of course my main weapon is going to be a dadgum lever gun. I've got a Henry X model 4570 with a Pulse Fire Plus mounted onto the front of it. Man, whether it be zombies or freaking aliens or whatever, man, we'll be sending copious amounts of lead and gasoline. There won't be much standing in my way. Of course, I'd want Big Josh from Black Diamond Guns and Gear to be on my side as well. Check out this impressive display. Dude, that's cool as crap from where I'm standing. So how are we going to outfit our 4570? Well, of course, we're going to have plenty of M-lock slots here as in this Costa rail. We're going to have plenty of Picatinny. We're going to have to mount us a nice little red dot on here amongst other sighting systems. It's going to be mission specific, but just for quick speed, you know, zombie apocalypse or something like that. Little aliens popping up. We're going to have this Zero Tech Thrive. This is a 3 MOA red dot. And if you know anything about 4570, if you've got a 3 MOA red dot, you're pretty much, if the red dot covers it at distance, you're pretty much going to land in that distance. So this is going to be perfect for quick sight acquisition and taking out enemy bogeys. So now let's look at the ammunition we've got in this thing. And boom, check it out. These are 325 grain brass solids that a buddy David loaded me. He said these things are absolute freaking flamethrowers. And of course, with them being brass, man, they're going to be bone blind, structure blind. It's going to be one of those things that just turns cover into concealment. And more on this flamethrower. I have got the Exothermic Tech Pulse Fire UBF here. So now if it come to, you know, taking out enemy bogeys or trying to push someone out of their little fortress or territory or whatever so you can run in and take their stuff, that right there would be the ultimate little diversion and or way to smoke somebody out, man. Now we did do a video on this a little bit earlier, and some of you guys expressed that it was just a little bit too expensive for your taste. Now I guess Pulse Fire might have seen that in the comment section. They reached out and gave me a discount code. So if you use that discount code there, if you purchase a flamethrower, it'll save you a little bit of money. I literally make nothing, but you can save something, and that means a lot to me. I want to take care of my viewers. Now, every movie character in a post-apocalyptic world needs a sidearm. Why would I want a 500 Magnum? Well, this is my dadgum theoretical video, and this is what I choose. Now, this is a 500 Magnum Smith & Wesson here. This thing has been Cerakoted by Liberty Bell out of Bluffton, Indiana. This thing is freaking sweet. He did a distressed stainless on it. So the first thing he did was spray it down with stainless, bake it, spray the black on it, rub the black off, and then bake it. All of my small parts here are done in a satin aluminum, and you can see the 500 Magnum, that pressure is already starting to burn the Cerakote off and give it just a sweet freaking look. And now, since my rear sight flew off and Smith & Wesson wanted to be all kinds of stupid and tell me that they couldn't sell me a sight that was in stock, like they said it's under warranty department, but they can't sell me one. Don't tell me it's under your roof and not sell it to me. So I went ahead and replaced it with a red dot here. Added the same thing as we've got here over on the 4570, which actually this one's a primary arms, not a Zero Tech, but the same thing. It's really quick sight acquisition, and if the dot covers it, that's pretty much where you're going to hit within 100 yards. So yeah, we still haven't knocked the guts out of this thing yet. So that little primary arms SLX RS10 has proven to be pretty tough. And man, check it out. Wouldn't that just be sweet for my movie character? Also, since we've got unlimited movie resources, right? We're going to have a killer holster. So check this out. This is an outside waistband holster. We've got some Safariland gear on here. This isn't just a cheap little rig. But my buddy Brandon hooked me up with this. And what we did, basically, since this thing is so long, when you pull it out, you'd have to pull your elbow like really high to get your gun out. So what we did was we actually cut, since there's a Picatinny rail here and you can mount optics, we cut this down to where instead of having to pull the arm up high, it clears. It's pretty freaking sweet. So now every post-apocalyptic dude's gonna need an edged weapon. So what is my edged weapon? Well, right here, I bought this last year and I have been insanely happy with this. This is a knife from Kraken Tactical. Kraken Tactical, John is based out of Australia, and he has sent knives to a couple of people, one of them being OG, Officer Greg. He has touted his love of these knives, and now that I've got one in my hands, I absolutely love this. This was the best money that I spent in 2022. What he did, he sent me pictures, in-process pictures and video of him making this the whole time. So I got to watch this thing from literally a sheet of metal. I got to watch it get grinded. I got to watch him put the grips on it, which we've got nice little G10 grips. You can see the liner between there. And of course, since I love the Mr. Horsepower, he put me a nice little Mr. Horsepower right there on the blade. This is Nitro V steel. This is his Stonewash, and it is a mid-size cami. I field dressed a deer with this knife. I've used it in the kitchen a little bit, and man, this thing would just be my absolute just zombie stabber right there. Big old pork sword of a zombie stabber. And of course, he made me a really nice little Kydex sheath. If you look closely, it looks just like the Appalachian Mountains. Appalachia being where I'm from, it just strikes a nice little chord with me. I've got a quality piece here that I would just absolutely love taking into a post-apocalyptic world. Now, that little knife is cool enough, but we're going to have some hacking we're going to have to do, right? I've got this right here. I bought this. It's a cold steel heavy machete. I bought this thing some time ago, kind of halfway toward the sticker off of it. But boy, you can see I've done some whacking with this thing. The old original like army issue machetes, when you use those, they kind of have a little bit of a, they kind of got a spring to them. This thing right here is just a freaking chopper. And man, you want to talk about just got some heft to it, and it's nose heavy just like you'd want it. And I've edged this thing up a couple of times, and boy does it hold an edge, and just really just, like I said, man, zombie hordes or freaking little aliens or something, they don't stand a daggum chance. Whoa, we got her switched on. Hot battery in here, tank of gas over there. Of course, we're going to take, and if we're going to go into a post-apocalyptic world, we're going to do it with a grand style. 45-70. I've got these 6-round quivers on the side here. I can hold 6 in the gun, 6 on the side, so that's 18 rounds of pain, 5 rounds of 500 Magnum, and several gallons of gasoline. We are going to make our way through a post-apocalyptic world. So hopefully this satisfies your email there, bud, and lets you know how I would go into the apocalypse. I hope you guys at home have enjoyed it. If you have, please consider smashing that thumbs up, leaving me an awesome comment. Seems like my comment section's a little down lately. I need to bump them numbers up. But anyway, y'all have a wonderful day. I love you, and I love my freaking flame-throwing 45-70.